Mujika. Joyce Mujika is driving to the Bito.
President Ajit, I mean, we have a lot of them. There was also a discussion of selling development.
Very good question. You take a person to the hospital. If a person is on admission, then the driver just sits down in the hospital with the official car that can be doing other businesses to me. The government we can hire the best from anywhere in the world. We have Nigerian, if it's surgeons or names here, but a public charter right now. It's a property of all Nigerians. If you're spending our money, we have a right to do. You're sorry about evacuation.
That's right.
Which means that tells me, even if maybe the word evacuation presupposes that what is probably at stake here is more than what we're thinking about. There may be a need for emergency evacuation, back to the country and all of that. If you ask, when people are hungry, when we're talking about accountability, and there's so much money, 50 days is not 5 days. And we're talking 50 days now, we're not counting the ones before. You know what I mean? And now it is indefinite. Like the case of Suntai, if he remains.
Shalom from Ebonyi State says, Shalom, I don't know whether you're a guy or a lady, but Shalom wants President Muhammadu Buhari to resign and hand over to the vice president.
Just like he requested the former president, late Yar'Adua, to do.
What's your reaction to that?
My reaction to Shalom is that there are procedures, and when people are late President Yar'Adua was on the seat, President Muhammadu Buhari made that statement with regards to the fact that President Umaru Yar'Adua didn't transmit a letter to the National Assembly.
No, they're two different
Hold
things.
on, please, let me finish. I have the floor now, please.
No.
Then they were looking for a doctrine of necessity. And in this situation, if there is need for President Muhammadu Buhari to resign, there are procedures that it has to go. Came out and said, no, you are not the one that will determine it. He is the one who knows how he feels in the system. He's the one that will relate with his doctor. And when people are asking that, why is this plane there? To Nigeria, the pilot and the crew will also, if the president is not making use of them, they are going to be paid salaries and emoluments. So we must get that very clear. It is not that it's one of about 9 jets we have. We had about 11. We had about 11 before. 2 or 3 were given to the Nigerian Air Force, of which Nigerians were clamoring that there's. I don't think it is too much for a jet that the Nigerian taxpayers' money was used for. This is the same country where we had a president in the past, who will be going for 4. It's not fair.
We have to put.
Let me finish. Then you come and debunk it now. That goes with 3 presidential jets, with all sorts of all classes of people. But this president, when he went on this, even his wife, a lot of Nigerians have a right to ask. Nobody is denying them that right. And that is the role Garba Shehu has played, to put out the information there in the public domain. Is either you accept it or you go and look for the facts.
We need to recall that a minister under the Jonathan-led administration spent 10 billion naira on private aircraft, Alice Madikwe. Perhaps we have seen a lot of cuts in government spending from 10 billion to 20 billion.
To do what? To do what? What
was private?
What was money used for?
Information.
For private.
The person that sent the message should clarify it now, whether the minister is referring to bought new aircraft or how. He says he spent 10 billion. How was it spent? So you should make the text message is not clear.
Let's take a couple of other messages. This government is all right. So let's go ahead and check others. May God always bless the man and saying the truth. However, our president will not die, if that is your wish. It's unfortunate. Saying that this is the operational procedure. It is the standard operating procedure.
Well, in the first place, I feel that, that investigated what all that money is being used for. I don't see any justification with that kind of budget for going outside for treatment when we can bring. Mandela never went out for treatment in South Africa. He was there and he was treated, even though he was at a very advanced age, he was treated right in this country. For me, that is responsible leadership. The foreign doctor to come here, put those facilities here, so that after you are gone, after you've left office, other people can also benefit from it. Then it will be better for Nigerians. Then quickly on the one for taxation, I didn't have a chance when you went try a second time.
Okay.
I want to restate, even though he said no, that it's not true. The common, go to Mile 12 here in Lagos or some of these markets, double taxation, triple taxation, they pay so much on a daily basis. Taxi drivers, Okada riders,
those who ride
pay
the tricycle.
on a daily basis. Who collects this money? Former money and put it into their private pockets and let the government issue official receipts to these people who are suffering every day, who don't benefit anything, and who actually pay their taxes.
When we come back after this break, we'll turn our attention to the suspected kidnap kingpin who goes by the name Evans.
They keep looking 6 months.
The Lagos, the police has been on his trail for close to 5 years now, and after his arrest, he's gone to court, and the issues are clear. Continued detention since June 10, which he calls a violation of his human rights, is being subjected to media trial without any court order, and he's also asked pecuniary damages for illegal detention and alleged harm caused by media trial. Now, let's put this in the right perspectives. For a while now, the police seem to have celebrated this case. We've even seen police officers taking pictures with Evans, and then they say, oh, we've been on the street for 5 years, and now finally we have him. Considering the amount of money we spend.
Well, saying especially in Lagos is pushing me to divert a little, but I'll stay on the topic. When the Chibok girls were kidnapped, everybody thought the federal government was irresponsible, are still missing. The parents on their own have struggled to pay a ransom of 6 million, and they are still missing. Every case you crack is something notable. I mean, that's their job anyway. It's not something for us to praise them for, you know. But it's a good thing that they have in their net that, you know, they have raised him to a rock star status right now. The police are making the same mistake that EFCC are making. When you arrest somebody, the fact that you have arrested the person has not put the person in jail yet. He may be under detention for a day or two or a few days. Extract all confessions before the media so the public begins to condemn, and you forget that there's going to be a proper trial before a court where you must present evidences. Now, a lawyer has stepped in. And I remember Abba Kyari saying only a few days ago, I don't know if it was yesterday, that
with the case of Jungle Justice for a while, and it stems out of the unbelief in the people. You know, people just don't have faith in Nigerian police to properly prosecute cases like this. The challenge with evidence. You see them with bare hands hold evidence right on TV. What way forward in a case where we don't even have evidences and we take things to the media?
That is why we always condemn security the arrest. In other crimes, what they do is that they conduct investigation first, they get their facts together before they make arrests, and such investigation can even take up to 10 years. And once they make arrest, the suspect has no, it's not done anywhere, it's only in Nigeria. How do you arrest before you conduct investigation? And that is why they are failing. You know, the last time we were here, we talked about EFCC failing in courts and all that. That is why they are failing. Yes, it is when you are able to convict somebody in court and somebody is jailed that people will clap for you. All this war of fighting corruption now, has anybody been convicted in court? Has anybody?
Time now, so the police spokesman, Jimoh Moshood, says the federal government actually gave them an order to remand Evans and his gang members in police custody for 3 months.
It's not the federal government, please correct that. It's the court.
Sorry, the Federal High Court. Yeah.
Yes, you see, when people are doing its activities privately, and the media has a responsibility to report. This is a criminal that has been on the wanted list of the police for over 7 years, for crying out loud. And when some of us rush to blame the police about, security lapse in your environment, and again, you want to ask, are the policemen ghosts? Are they spirits that they will know everything that happens? I disagree with my friend there who said EFCC has not got conviction. EFCC has gotten series of convictions.
No,
if you say some people,
nobody said so. Yeah.
No, he said it just now. He said it.
I never said categorically that they have not asked.
Party will falter. It is our responsibility as members of the society to also play a role to admonish those at the aim of our affairs that these officers, these men and women who are risking their lives, are given proper training, that they are empowered. According to the United Nations requirements, a policeman is supposed to serve 450 persons. What is the population of Nigeria? 400,000. So we also have a responsibility, to play our role as informants of the police, but also the government has a responsibility to rejig the security. So they were not reporting to the authorities. They were paying ransom, and it's still, even as we are sitting down right here, a lot of kidnappings are going on that people will rather pay than report to the police because they believe that, even in the of this world that, we're able to crack this Evans story. So what we are saying in essence is that the issue of security is a collective responsibility. For Evans to have acquired that kidnapped now, those children were not taken to space or to the moon. They are somewhere in our environment. So we also have a responsibility to complement the efforts of our security agencies.
We have to go there. I wanted to ask you if Evans' arrest has changed anything amongst Magodo residents.
I think there's heightened awareness now.
To know your neighbor.
Yes, to know your neighbor. I think it's because it's not just the fact that the person is occupying a house or is paying his dues, estate dues and all that. I think it's now we watch our neighbors and make sure that everyone is